They may only grow to be 38 millimeters in length, but these toxic caterpillars can cause permanent damage to humans. Brown-tail moth caterpillars have millions of tiny barbed hairs on the bodies, which can fly off and cause skin inflammation, respiratory problems and even blindness. And the creepy crawlies have sparked fears among residents in Heybridge Basin, Essex, where they have begun creating cocoons in bushes. Just touching a small amount of their 2 million tiny barbed hairs is enough to cause a reaction, and the only way to get rid of them is to destroy them in rubbish bags or burn them. Derek Fox, a resident in Heybridge Basin, said they make cocoons in shrubs and trees, and each cocoon will hold a couple of thousand caterpillars. We're looking at them running into the billions. It's such a risk to health. The many hairs that come out of the caterpillars get stuck in the skin, and that's where the rash comes from. The caterpillars, which have two distinctive orange dots on their backs, will eventually become pure white moths and are covered in the barbs to deter predators. But on a windy day the hairs can fly off and cause skin inflammation and respiratory problems if inhaled. Mr. Fox's partner, Jill Doubtfire, said, "One of them landed on my neck. It must have fallen on me from a tree. I only noticed it when I got inside and thought nothing of it. Within hours I thought I had been bitten by the most aggressive gnat. The itching was so bad it kept me up for 2 nights, and the really hot, burning sensation did not go away for weeks. People need to be aware of this problem. You would not want you or your child to get pricked by one of them. It would be unpleasant to say the least." Mr. Fox said he called Malden District Council to make them aware of the problem, and they sent him an advice sheet. But he disputes some information on there about the caterpillars, which normally emerge from their silken tent cocoons in the springtime and eat the leaves on trees. Mr. Fox said, "The information says it is a condition that will last a couple of hours, but it isn't. It was a problem for close to a week when my partner got it. It can be particularly dangerous for asthma sufferers. At the same time, the caterpillars destroy the bush and trees they are up in. They are all now brown and dead." A spokesman for Malden District Council said, "Our environmental health team have received notification of sightings of the brown-tail moth in the Heybridge area, and appropriate advice has been provided as a result. The council does not provide a treatment service for this particular pest, but are happy to provide the public with general advice." The information sheet gave advice such as why they are a problem and how to deal with them in both the summer and winter months. When the caterpillars are active, contact chemical sprays may give some immediate control, but as only some 10% of the caterpillars leave the confines of the tents at most times, this is not an effective option overall, it said. What is necessary is a residual poison which can adhere to the leaves of the tree, so that as the caterpillars venture out, the means of control is in place to eliminate them over a prolonged period. Great care should be taken to avoid touching the caterpillars, and in cases of large infestations, it would be wise to keep windows closed to prevent caterpillars entering into your house. The only certain way of eliminating any infestation is by pruning out and burning the cocoons during the autumn-winter period when the caterpillars are sheltered within. Anyone attempting to prune out winter cocoons should wear strong, impervious protective clothing, cover as much bare skin as possible, and remove the cocoons from the tree or shrub by cutting the branch or twig to which it is attached. They should then be placed in plastic bags, sealed tightly and put in refuse bins.